So this is how things have gone so far. Lots of circuit boards we've replaced. Tried some of these guys out, got the whole machine tore apart. Got the PC down here with the fiber optic cables. Testing the fiber optic cables, running them just outside the machine. Extra boards. And we finally got them working when we got it over here. Now this board is the one I kept replacing. Seems to be working pretty good now. The machine's up and running. We're going to see how we do. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Make a video here. Very interesting problem this time around. Hello everybody. As you can see, I'm having a heck of a time this morning. These keep coming up, and I've called and found out that it's a board that I need to replace. I'll go over to Explore Activities here, and you can see that, you know, fatal PCR error happened over and over and over again until this morning when I fired it up, and then it only lasted about 12 minutes. Turns out that's a board in the back by the PMC, and they've sent me a new board, so I'm going to show you guys how I replaced that board. I'll show you guys where it is and what you do to replace it, and then how to upgrade the firmware to that new board that you put in. So I'll show you in just a few seconds here how that all goes. Okay, the board in question resides down here. You remove this screw to open up this door, and then when you have the door open, this is the board in question that has decided not to run. It seems to be working, but it only goes for about 10 minutes, then the whole system shuts down, and if you're running, then it shuts down during a job, you're stuck. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this board. I'll show you guys how it ends up going. I'm going to shut the machine down and power everything off, and then I'll replace this board, and I'll show you guys how to upgrade the firmware to that board, specifically through the configuration panel. So, a couple minutes here, I'll show you guys me putting the board back in, and then, you know, how you get around this problem I'm having. Of course, go ahead and close down Voyager, and once it's done, you can shut off the machine here. Always wait for it to completely shut down, which can take a little bit before you turn the machine totally off. Otherwise that creates more issues than you have in the first place. Takes a little bit to finish. Get your static strip and your new board, and get all set up here, and I'll have set the camera down, and I'll show you guys me taking this thing out of here. There's really only 2 fiber optic cables heading into it, so it shouldn't be much to realign it. These pins push in kind of hard, and they come out kind of hard. Be just a second here. There we go. I can shut the machine off now. And I know no power's heading over to here. Top and bottom real obvious, and then try to work this board back here. sure all your pins are good across. Forcefully push the board down in. Make sure you got it nice and tight. And then give yourself, go back to fiber optic cables. One side is all set. See the new board in place, got your cables where they go upper and lower. Static strip no longer required here. Then you fire the machine back up. Start, get everybody going again. Then when you come over a few to your configuration, firmware, microcontrollers, and the MPS board is what we're looking to fix. So tell it to force this item. Say OK, apply, and then close. And then when you launch Voyager, you'll see that it updates itself to that board. I usually press the reset button on the board. I'm going to go ahead and tap that. So I see it go. I'm going to come back around and launch Voyager. Now you see when I double click this that it should begin to contact the server that queues up the firmware upgrades. And it should upgrade pretty quickly. Hopefully the firmware version is the same and ends up being okay. Now you can see it's made it past there and it's starting up the engine as normal. So then all you really do is close your machine and set it up so that you put the screw back in the door. a second we'll be all set to go. I'll just have to put the paper back through the hunkling machine there and then test everything out, run some test prints and things, but hopefully I can keep this thing running a bit longer now that I've replaced that board and get everything to go. I appreciate you guys watching again. First time I've replaced this board and this side of the machine. I've done some other ones, but I figured I'd show you guys, and not bad at all. I appreciate you guys watching. Remember, of course, screw lets you in right there. That was something I didn't even know. Thanks guys, see you. You can see when this thing is forcing the upgrade that my early version 70 is the new board there, and it's going to bring it to the 465 required firmware. I don't know how long this might take, but it's been a little while and I'm having trouble getting it to work. But I keep trying. Let you guys know how it goes.